Good morning and welcome to all my dears. We had discussed about the common complication of chronic complication of diabetes mellitus. As you know, the late complications as diabetic neuropathy, encephalopathy, retinopathy, cardiopathy, nephropathy, gastropathy and arthropathy, etc. At the same time, in clinical practice, we may fail to recognize the above mentioned condition of diabetes because at that time in front of we people the diagnosis plays great important role than that of the real cause behind such a diagnosis. So we have to give due respect over the such status along with the diagnosis, at the same time give the cause behind the issue. So in our clinical professional life there are near about a fourfold high risk of diabetic patient will have with the issue of coronary artery disease, say ischemic heart disease as angina pectoris or myocardial infarction. But even in such situation, our patient may not have the symptom of chest pain as we expected in a case of ischemic heart disease. That is why in patient with a diabetes, the coronary artery diseases are named as silent attacks because the patient may fail to transmit the signals of pathology or the patient may fail to convince or perceive the signal of pain sensations due to damaged neurons in the cardiovascular system. So the presentation may be only as a silent angina, but the real villain may be diabetes. Or we may came to know that our patients' coronary artery diseases are only due to myocardial infarction, and that was due to diabetes only in when the patient is admitted in ICU. Till that period of time, we may not, or by the patient may not aware about the issue of diabetes. So near about 25% of the coronary artery diseases are mainly due to diabetes. Don't forget it. Like that, near about 30 to 45% of the chronic kidney diseases, that means near about a 17-fold risk with diabetes in relation to have the chronic kidney disease. At the same time, you know that there are increased risk of retinal problems in middle-aged personalities. As we explained earlier, the demand of or the need of change of spectacles or the power of their lens within a short period of time may be because of diabetes. Near about 60 to 70% of the various types of neuropathy are mainly due to diabetes. Regarding the foot problems as heel pain or pain and numbness or tingling sensations or burning sensation or paresthesia or anesthesia or a gangrene or a non-healing ulcers or amputation of extremities. In such condition, near about 15 to 30% of such issues are mainly due to diabetes. Then last but not least, but the main issue of diabetes affects the sexual sphere of humans. Near about 40 to 60% of the sexual problems are mainly due to its complication with the diabetes. So let us see a patient with a diabetes having silent angina. As we expect in a patient with a ischemic heart disease, a very sharp stabbing, stitching or a screwed pain, persistent pain ranging from few minutes to few hours, just back to the sternum, or the same may radiates to either right or left or to the upper or lower part of our body, and a sense of crushed feeling or heaviness with the increased level of syncope, etc. are expected in a patient with a ischemic heart disease. But in patient with a diabetic cardiopathy along with a diabetic neuropathy, the patient may fail to perceive the sense of pain or perceive the sense of issue. That is why it is known as silent angina. In silent angina, instead of pain, the patient may feel a sense of dyspnea or a sense of nauseated feeling or a sense of vomiting or as an abdominal discomfort, or sometimes the patient may feel a sense of a heavy weight over the chest, and at the same time the patient may fail to explain what actually he is suffering from. Along with that, there is unexplained palpitation or unexplained sweatiness of body or unexplained coldness of the body, and only syncope or vertigo or giddiness, etc. may be the only symptom of our patient with a silent angina in diabetes. That is why most of our patients fail to recognize the same or fail to diagnose the same by even professionals due to the absence of symptom or the subclinical presentation of such problems. Next, let us see how the diabetes that affects in female. In female, most of the people with diabetes, the presenting complaint may be as irregular menses or complaint of PCOD, or they may be in need of treatment for infertility, or there may be some problem with symptoms of PCOD like hirsutism, or as repeated vaginal infections like monilial vaginitis or trichomonal vaginitis, or as candidiasis, or as repeated UTI, or as complaint of very foul smelling, lochoreal problems. This may be the pure gynecological presentation of a patient with a diabetes. Even at that phase, we may fail to, or the patient may fail to recognize it as a complication of diabetes. But if we can pinpoint the issue behind the real issue, real symptoms, we can protect and we can save the patient from the long-term complication of diabetes. Like that, in female, especially during gestational period or during pregnancy or during delivery, you can see the size of the baby is comparatively large baby. The baby may weighing near about 3 to 4 kg, and because of the same, the delivery may be conducted via cesarean section. Or in some other patient, the same diabetes may leads to repeated abortions or congenital abnormalities, or in issue with a stillbirth, or the patient may prone to have acute complications like hypoglycemia, or in infants with neonatal jaundice or asphyxia neonatorum, or the same may result in death of the fetus. Along with that, the complication in mother may be presented as hypertension, toxemias, or infection and repeated UTI. Then regarding the sexual sphere, most of our patients having sexual problems, especially in men, as erectional dysfunctions or ED. Over that, near about 40 to 60-70% of impotence may be mainly due to the same diabetes, especially if our patient's age is more than 60. So, in patient with age 55, near about 60% of the sexual problems are mainly due to diabetes. Along with the erectional dysfunction, in the treatment, especially in the treatment of infertility, you may came to know that your patient may having only few sperms, and the condition is known as oligospermia, with motility disorders or abnormal sperms, or a decreased or absence of ejaculations, or absence of feeling of orgasm, etc. may be the PC of our patient. The local issue or the local complaint of our patient with diabetes, especially in sexual organ, chronic or repeated balanitis or infection of glans penis, especially by Candida albicans, or pain or soreness of glands, etc. may be the PC of our male patients. So, whatever may be the PC, that means presenting complaint, especially in relation with gestational issues or issues in reproductive organs, or especially with vital organ failures, try to exclude or to include the possibility of diabetes. By doing that, you can pinpoint, you can detect early as possible. By that, you can take appropriate, proper level of management, and you can opt the right direction of treatment with a better prognosis. So, while evaluating the symptom, try to find out the possible causes, possible mechanisms, possible pathogenesis of each and every symptom as far as possible. Then only the masked real disease may come out, and we can pick the real villain or real culprit behind the chronic problems. That is why I am always saying preventive level of healthcare system plays great important role in the medical field. So, be an unprejudiced, a very well keen non-observer of your patients. Then only we can control, we can conquer, we can protect, we can save better life of our patients. Thank you for watching. Thank you. Once again, stay healthy, stay at your home, keep social distance. Wish you all the best. Thank you.